Welcome, everyone, to our 2K Sports broadcast. Tonight's game also serving as part of the NBA Cup. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Craig Anthony and Rick. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
So, the Mexico City starting five. Smooth out there with Whitehead. Then it's Collins. And there's... train, and it's Matthews in at the power forward.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Gibson, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
Pass to Smooth. Matthews, a screen on Anderson. Smooth misses. We've seen a quick start here for the Jazz. It's a three-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
I mean, they went into that one with the thought that they may have a chance. No.
You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NBA, so you're surprised whenever you see a lopsided score.
Mexico City has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside Matthews. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Matthews has got 5 points so far.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Pass to Anderson. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Collins. No good from Gibson.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's George. We saw him with 19 points his last outing.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Smooth passes to Beaton. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Johnson finds Anderson. Here's Gibson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
And Mexico City calls their first time out of the game. chance to check out some stats for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Smooth passes to Matthews. Over Anderson. Matthews, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
George trying to break free, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Pass to Gibson. Anderson with the screen for Gibson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Collins dishes to Matthews. Mexico City moving it around. And once again off the mark by Mexico City. Anderson with the screen for Johnson. And it's Mexico City with the rebound. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to. 3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
Anderson outside. A shot's good on the assist by George. Anderson's got 6 points.
Well, we'll come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Inside, B-Train. It's tipped. Here's Gibson. Banked in off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Outside Matthews. Whitehead deciding where to go with it. Over to the left wing. Collins wide open. He fires. Here's B-Train. And he goes in for the dunk.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Here's Gibson. And off the front, and in it goes.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Timeout called here. Mexico City decides to chalk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Pass to Anderson. To the inside. Down low. Here's Matthews. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
That free throw, no good. RJ, for the few teams already suffering big-time injuries, how do they keep up their spirits? How do they keep going?
I feel like the term next man up is overused, but what it comes down to is you need to have faith in the guys you have available.
Back to George. Pass to Gibson. Takes a three. That ball, nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Here's Whitehead. Collins looking around. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Outside Gibson. There's a good screen. A 3-pointer off the mark. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Mexico City. They trail by 3. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with one.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Fisher, the pass to Murray. And here is Gibson. Off target from three-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Alvarez. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Keegan Murray. Mexico City shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. So it's Utah now. Gibson looking it over. Pass to Fisher. Takes the 3. Matthews with the rebound.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total safety. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Utah has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. And Gibson kicks to Murray. Gibson with it. 14 points for him. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
For Mexico City, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Collins passes it to Matthews. Back to Collins. And here's George for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Matthews with the steal. Here's Alvarez. Pass to Matthews. Here's Alvarez. Collins kicks to George. Mexico City moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good. And now a 4-point Mexico City lead. Outside, Fisher. Murray with it. George picks him up, and he gets the bucket.
All about the playmaking ability of Murray. Outstanding dime in that screen roll.
Mexico City has gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside. Here in the first quarter, Alvarez passes to George. Here's Alvarez. Back to Matthews. Pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. Offline with his 3. And the Jazz with possession. Trailing by 2. There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. Fisher against Matthews. Fisher dishes to Gibson. Releases. And again, it's Utah.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
Here's Alvarez. Outside Matthews. No good with the triple.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
And both free throws good from Gibson. And Mexico City shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. Here's Matthews. Utah with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One will try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Outside Collins. And the call will go against Benedict Mathurin. That's his first foul. In the corner, Collins with it. Outside, George. 5 to shoot. 3 from Matthews. No good. Jazz leading by 3. They're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
To stop the drought, goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Matthews has got 18 points in the game.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Jazz lead. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Hoping to continue that success from the line throughout this one.
Benedict Mathurin is out there with Anderson. Then it's Keontae George. And it's Gibson in at the shooting guard position. That's the group right now for Utah. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Ball. That ball with nice speed that time from George. George has got 4 assists now tonight. Pass to Whitehead. Here's Smooth. James outside. Here's B-Train. Here's Smooth. A 20-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
It is passing.
Finishing with force. Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about.
Woo!
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And Gibson wide open. He shoots. A 3 off the mark.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Whitehead passes to Smooth. Lets it go from deep. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Anderson with the screen for Gibson. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. From deep, George, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from 3-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
James, a screen on Mathurin. Carr against Mathurin. Carr the pass to B-Train. And there's another one for Mexico City.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? That's a trick question. You don't.
Anderson outside. Gibson the bounce pass. Nice ball movement by Utah. And the Jazz another 3.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Timeout called here. Mexico City decides to talk it over. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
And Utah making a change here. Johnson's checked in. B-Train passes to Smooth. Tipped away to the left side wing. Pass to Carr. Launches a 3. Smooth, that's good. Smooth Smooth's got 6 here in this quarter.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
Outside Mathurin. James against George. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Mexico City leading by 3. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the wing right side. And here's James outside. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Carr against Mathurin. Fires for 3. And it's Mexico City with the rebound. Smooth's got 4 rebounds in this game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, a moment here to look at the numbers for Smooth. Averaging about 23 points per 11 assists and 12 rebounds. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
Yeah, this last stretch, it has been unbelievable to watch him get going on the glass. And it's been reflective in the stat sheet.
Anderson passes to Mathurin. Here's Hall. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, not a perfectly set screen there, but got him just enough room to get that shot off.
And the call will go against Benedict Mathurin. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's a second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
And Mexico City has possession. 3-point lead. Pass to James. Here's Smooth. Pocket 6. Kicks it out to James. And they'll get another chance. Smooth passes to James. Here's Smooth. 6 points for him. Drains the 3-pointer. Smooth's got the lead up to 6 now for Mexico City.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Johnson, the pass to Mathurin. Misses the 3. Mexico City leading by 6. Pass to Smooth. Here's Whitehead, defended by Mathurin. Shot's good by Whitehead. Whitehead's got his first points of the night.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Anderson in the post. Back to George. And a wide open look for Mathurin. Smooth with the rebound. Smooth's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. James outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Johnson kicks to George. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. George has got 6 here in this quarter.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Smooth passes to Beecham. And here's George. He has 6. And here's Anderson from the arc. And it's Mexico City with the rebound. Beechram's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Smooth. From deep, James. Second shot opportunity. Beechram's shot is good. Beechram's got 10.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Traps in the tray.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to see it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Pass to Carr. Over to the wing. Outside, James. Here's Smooth. points in the game so far. Here's B-Train. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's Anderson. Now George. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Utah needs to get off a shot here, and the shot is good from Johnson.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Here's Smooth. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game.
And after struggling out the gate, he's looked more confident. And it's why his teammates have continued to feed him.
Pass to Anderson. After in for 3. B-Train with the rebound.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Here's Smooth. Lets it go with a 3. Right end shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Anderson finds Johnson. Sinks that one from the post. Johnson's got 5. A tight game here in Utah. Smooth passes to B-Train. Here's Smooth. A 3 ball. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Johnson with the bounce pass. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Mexico City?
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And also, how about the way they decimated the opposition on the offensive glass, getting an impressive number of second chance points.
And the Jazz making a change here. Gibson's checked in. Mexico City also changing it up. Matthews, he's checked in for James. And Collins subbed in for Carl.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Anderson outside. Johnson outside. Anderson outside. Pass to George. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Matthews. It's in. It's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5. Mexico City leading by 3. Here's Whitehead. Now here's Collins. B-Train misses. Johnson finds Anderson. The Jazz working the ball around now. Johnson sets the screen for George. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a 3-point play. Mexico City shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. On the free throw, no good.
Matthews. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Jazz trail by 5. 55 seconds left in the first half. Murray kicks to Gibson. Lets it fly from 18. That's a basket. He is 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Pass to Smooth. The tray. The rebound by the Jazz. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. Back to Johnson. Murray against Collins. To the paint. It's tipped. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mexico City leads by 3. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
These young fellas have been hot. Usually, I'd say it's too soon to tell much, but right now, they're balling.
The talent on display is undeniable. The endurance part, though, open question. Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the reserves have been tonight, guys.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's go.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And Mexico City has possession. It's a 3-point game on the court for Mexico City. They've got James. Whitehead out there with Smooth. Then there's Carr. And it's B-Train in at the center position. 6 to shoot. And it's out of bounds. Still. Mexico City's ball. Utah's on defense. Here's Smooth. Shot clock at 6. Mexico City needs to get a shot off here. Kicks it out to James. Buries it from 3-point range. James has got the first points of the 3rd quarter up on the board for Mexico City. Now, here's George. Anderson passes to Gibson. Here he goes. It's deflected. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. They double him with George. Pass to Whitehead. There's B-Train. No good from outside.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Shot's good by Gibson. Gibson's got 26 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
To the middle.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And here's Gibson. He'll bring it up for Utah. They trail by 6. Outside, George. With the shot. No good from Gibson.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Here's Smooth. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. And Mexico City leads by 8.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
And here's Anderson from the arc. Back to George. Anderson with the screen for George. Over James. A nice shot by George. George has got 10 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Smooth. 16 points for him. Pass to Whitehead. In the corner, it's James. Here's Smooth. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Smooth's got the lead up to 8 now for Mexico City. 3rd quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. George, that's a 2-pointer, and it's Mexico City with the rebound. Smooth's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for him, they're still out in front.
Anderson right side. Pass to Gibson. Lets the three fly. The rebound by James.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Smooth. He's got 18. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
A nice shot by Anderson. Mexico City leading by 8. Whitehead passes to Smooth. Inside, intercepted. Outside Gibson, shot from 16, and that one, good. Gibson's got 28 points for the game. Mexico City has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Pass to Smooth. Mexico City moving it around. Deflects the pass and taken away by Johnson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Hey guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Here's James, and he makes good on the layup. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every dribble. You can almost just not miss.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And Utah making a change here. Matherin's checked in. Mexico City also changing it up. Matthews, he's checked in for James. And Collins subbed in for Carr. Anderson, a screen on Matthews. Nobody near George. Good on the triple. George has got 13 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Collins, good.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Out to the right wing. Right side Gibson. From about 19 feet, B-Train with the rebound. B-Train's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
That's good by Whitehead.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Outside Gibson, pass to Anderson. Now here's Gibson, defense right on him, and it's Mexico City with the rebound. Here's Smooth, 20 points for him. And here's Collins. Driving to the basket. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Mexico City.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
Murray, no good. Mexico City leading by 10. Hey, RJ, what about Keegan Murray? He made the immediate impact in the NBA as a rookie, setting a record for three-point shots made, and he has continued to build on it.
A bit of a surprise as the 4th overall pick in the 2020 draft. Murray was the right fit. Big part of Sacramento ending that 17-year playoff drought.
Fisher finds Murray. Kicks it out to Fisher. 6 to shoot. They need this. Matthews with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And here's Collins from outside. A rebound by the Jazz. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Murray. Here's Hall. He's covered by Matthews. Outside Mathurin. Knocks down the three ball. Matherin's got it back down to single digits for the Jazz. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for Mexico City. Here's Alvarez. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
3 points.
Alvarez has got the lead back up to 10 now for Mexico City.
Timeout.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
Hall passes to Mathurin. Back to Fisher. Here's the screen. Matthews with the rebound. Matthews has got his 4th rebound in this one. From deep, Collins. Rebounded by Hall. Hall's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Fisher. Back to Mathurin. Utah moving it around. For 3, Murray. Alvarez pulls it in. Mexico City leading by 10. Shoots a fader. Shot by Collins, no good. Utah shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Fisher, the pass to Hall. The Jazz with another miss. Mexico City has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Pass to George. Matthews with it. Collins has got room. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Collins has got the lead up to 12 now for Mexico City. Fisher with it. Nothing on the board. They get a hand on it. Matthews with the steal. Matthews into the lane, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Pass to Iguodaro. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Fisher. Matthews with the rebound.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
And the call will go against Benedict Mathurin.
3rd personal
That's
foul.
his 3rd foul of the game.
Team foul.
Outside Collins. And Matthews kicks to Collins. Clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. Matthews, no good.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Pass to Fisher. Here's Hall. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fisher finds Mathurin. And they call an illegal screen here.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, as far as taking care of the basketball. Immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Mexico City leading by 14. Here's Matthews driving the lane in for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Murray for three. Hits the three-point bomb.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And so it's Mexico City. 13 points up at the end of the period. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Anderson is out there with Johnson. Then it's Keontae George. And it's Gibson in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Here's Hall. Count the basket. Hall's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Jazz.
Nice rim protection, and it's still not enough to keep him from getting that layup.
James outside. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. And Mexico City leads by 14.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Pass to Whitehead. There's the lob to the hoop. It's stolen. And now the fast break. Gibson with the ball. Outside, James. Here's Whitehead. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
And he's shooting it at an efficient clip, but he needs to keep looking to score. It's what his team relies on him to do.
James against George. Oh, it's blocked. Fast break. Here comes Mexico City for the 3. James, no good. Jazz trail by 17. Pass to Hall. Now Anderson. A jump hook and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for it.
A very skilled finisher inside. Even with defenders close, he'll find a way to score.
Outside, James. Out left to the wing. Here's Smooth, defended by Anderson. Rocket 2, 3-pointer. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Pass to Hall. Sinks the 3-pointer.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Defended by Gibson.
Anderson. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Carr. Here's B-Train. Mexico City moving it around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Smooth. And he can't jam it through.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Hall, no good. And so James will bring it up for Mexico City. They led by as many as 18 points. Anderson with the block. George with the ball. He's picked up by James. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's B-Train. Back to James. Lets it fly from 18. Smooth, that's good. Smooth's got 22 points.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
The Jazz again can't hit it.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Whitehead passes to James. Here's Smooth. Off target with his three. Jazz trail by 17. And here's George. Anderson with the screen for George. Pass to Hall. Anderson outside. Here's Hall. No good on the triple.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
To the wing on the left. Here's Smooth. Launches it. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
And Anderson slams it in.
Oh, why, thank you very much.
He can really fly it. You combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Back to James. Pass to Carr. To the left wing, B-Train. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
George passes to Gibson. Here's Hall. Now Johnson. Carr covering. Anderson kicks to Johnson. Fires from the wing. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Mexico City leading by 15. Outside, James. Shoots the three. Cans it from downtown. James has got 11 points here in just the second half.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
It's good.
As a player, a rough first half, look, it can wake you up. Sometimes it leads to much improved play in the second half.
George against James. George passes to Anderson. Fouled on the shot. Picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
Mexico City make. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the
previous play is under review.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology we've seen.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And now the fast break. Gibson with the ball. Johnson finds Anderson. Back to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Utah. The kick out to Anderson. On its way from Gibson for 2. And it's Mexico City with the rebound. It's Matthews on the wing. The three-pointer no good.
I'm going to say he hasn't found the same success here in the second half compared to what we saw from him in the first.
Shot's good by Gibson.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Pass to Whitehead. Now here's Matthews. To the inside. Got a piece of it. B-Train misses. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Utah Jazz. 15-point game.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Johnson against Matthews. Pass to James. And it's off from three-point range. Jazz have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Back to Anderson. Matthews against Johnson. Matthews no good. Jazz trail by 15. Outside, George. And Anderson kicks to Johnson. Back to Anderson. Down low. Here's Smooth. Outside Matthews. Pass to James. Here's Whitehead. 6 on the shot clock. Matthews finds James. Here's Smooth. Sinks the triple. Smooth's got 9 points now in just the second half.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Now here's Gibson. James defending. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Timeout called here. Mexico City decides to talk it over. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game. Smooth.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Here's Smooth.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
There's 1:59 left to play here in the fourth. Outside Matthews. They grab their own miss.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Outside Gibson. Back to George. Pass to Gibson. High post shot. And that one drops for him. Gibson's got 37.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right? You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit, because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
And he's able to get it back.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Mexico City.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And with those efforts tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched him all night long. No one could really stop him. Just another excellent game it was for Smooth.
And he was doing everything out there on the floor tonight. Triple-double on the stat sheet, and that doesn't even tell the whole story.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Whitehead. Here's Smooth. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Defensive foul.
saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
George looking over the floor. And so it's Mexico City winning this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game